So the water goes in through there, and there's a hole underneath here that it's dug out over the years. So I can see it. Anyway, there's a hole right there, and it goes underneath the slab and into the room over here, and that ruined the slab inside the house. So it's cracked all the way down from end to end. I fixed that problem with this thing here. So the water that comes out of the gutter spout goes through here. It exits there, and it safely goes onto the concrete and out that area. So it doesn't go underneath the house anymore. But that's what happens when you don't maintain the property properly. I originally bought this house as an investment back in 2008, and I ended up getting stuck with it because now I can't sell it because it's not worth what what I paid for. Anyway, going back to this little pump here. I took off the plywoods. That was a pain because that thing expands when it gets wet, so they were on there tight. I actually had to get my saw and cut one of them off. That I just couldn't get it out. It was wedged in there real tight. And as soon as I got that one loose, the other one came out pretty good. And then that one gave me a hard time. But the others came out decently. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this little pump to see if it works. I'm going to put some water in there. And see how it does. Fill this up pretty good and see how well the water pumps out. I know this is only a temporary solution until I get something better. But cash is always an issue with everybody out there. So if you can save some money, I know it's the maintenance part of it too is going to suck because I have to clean it pretty much every time it rains. But at least I won't have this puddle to deal with, sweeping it off, and the water just comes right back down. So I couldn't even do that. So hopefully this will solve this problem for me. And if anyone out there is needing of something like this, well, this is an idea. These little bilge pumps, they're used for boats. You can readily get them on eBay or any other sites that sell boat products. And I'll just give you a quick little demonstration by filling this little hole. I'm not sure what the size is. My dad measured it. He's the one that helped me put this little slab right here. He did a good job too. Let's see, that's about right. See how the water, the lowest point is around this area right here, so it'll accumulates right here. You'll see the little puddle just being made right here. And all of this little channel just goes right into this little well there. And now let's try the pump. Let's see how well it pumps out. I actually already tried it before. I think you guys saw on the last video what it looked like. So the brown is the positive. Most DC power is red is always positive, but in this case I don't know why they made it brown. Anyway, here goes. There it is. You can hear it coming out of here. Pretty good. Look at that sucker go. You can see the water that accumulated there is drying out. It's coming right down the little channel there and right into the pump. And look how fast now. Again, this little pump is only designed to pump 1,000 what is it? 1,100 gallons per hour. And it's doing a decent job of it as long as it doesn't get clogged up, which it will, of course. But that's any pump I put in here anyway. So this is a very cheap option for this right here. And that was 20 bucks. Now the way I'm going to operate it, I'm just temporarily using the battery for those of you who have that question. How are you going to power it? Well, I'm going to make a little house or a little box enclose this area. And I'm going to put a DC converter, 12 volt, 3 amp. I'll find one on eBay, a cheap one, something for, I don't know, I'll probably find one for 10 bucks or under 10 bucks. A used one probably even be better, cheaper. So I solved this problem for, what was it, $80 for the concrete. Labor was free. And 20 bucks for the little pump. That with the switch, I bought another pump that has a switch integrated. So it's going to automatically know when the water level rises, and it'll start pumping the water out of here. Look how fast it discharged all that stuff. It could definitely keep up with that. Hey, I wonder if I could throw this in the pool and drain the pool. It's got a good maybe 2 feet of water in there from the rain. There it is. That's it. That's it. So there's always going to be water in here, but that's the bottom. That's about an inch of water. So what I'm going to do is dig out a little hole right there, so the pump will sit in that hole, and I'm going to make a little basket around that hole so the big stuff gets stuck there around the outside perimeter of the pump, and that way the pump will suck everything down, and there's only going to be a minimal amount of water, because that's going to stink up and create, mosquitoes and whatnot. So I'll have to take care of that. And I might hook up my solar panel and just let the little pump run overnight with the hose. Maybe discharge it out that way, sloping that way. We'll see. But it's getting late. I only have about a half an hour worth of light. I don't think I'll be able to do all that. I don't have enough cable for that anyway. And a hose. Well, I have that hose right there, but I don't know if that'll work. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.